Welcome, friends of the Greasy Shop Rag. Today I'm coming to you from in front of the big ass toolbox. We're going to do a 3+ year update. I know some of the early viewers of this channel tuned in just for the toolbox build, and lately I've been doing a lot of just repair work. So be a little treat for the people that are still around that got into the tools in the box. So let's first start by telling you what I got here. This is a Harbor Freight US General Series 2 72-inch box. This is the 26-inch box, and we also have the side locker. Now this box over here, I built it. It's called the triple rack. I built this cabinet, and I built this hutch. So the biggest improvement I made to this toolbox, I call it a work center actually, is a central locking system. It's the same kind you can find in a car. If I hit the unlock button, everything unlocks. I don't have 6 different keys, locks, whatever to open up. So we're going to take a quick little tour of the box, talk a little bit about it. First with the triple rack, I wanted a place where I could hang tools, and I wanted to be able to lock it. I didn't want to just hang tools on the back wall over the bench or something. So this door, this first slide pulls out, and the door will fold into itself, and then I can push the slide back in. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 slides. Let's take a look what I have on them. Alright, the first slide is the door itself. And you see that I have bits. Hex bits for my hex driver, right? This works out really nice because if I walk up to this, well, like right here, I know that that bit is missing, so I need to go look for it. Probably in a coworker's toolbox. You know, this side is just the door then, right? So that's going to slide back in here. The next panel, we've got some hammers, and we've got some pry bars. And we've got some room to grow here. On the other side of the panel, I've got a lot of the Snap-on 14.4 lineup. Hacksaw, buffer, driver, 3/8 impact drill, grinder, torch, quarter, 3/8, and a right angle driver. You'll notice that there's 2 slides on the top here. Each one of those is a 100-pound slide. There's 2 slides on the bottom as well, so I can put a lot of weight on these panels. This panel is T-handles, hex keys. A little bit of room down there. I can add some stuff if I have to. These, you're probably wondering why these are still hanging here and not hitting the ground. Well, what I did was I put some magnets on the back side of these panels so that these just snap right in there. And then I filled the back side of the panel with spray foam and screwed the whole thing to the wood. So that works pretty good. On this side, I have a lot of those tools that if they were in a drawer in a box, they would always find their way to the bottom of the drawer because they don't get used very often. And then when you needed one, you'd be digging and digging and digging and maybe even borrowing a tool from someone else without realizing you actually had one in there yet. This panel has just got specialty bits, hex and Torx, long and short, E-Torx, and some more room to grow. And then on this side we have a place for cans, bottles. That really works out good. That's handy. So that's the triple rack. Up here we have just a long cabinet. You know, if this was a 72-inch box, it goes another 16 inches. So you do the math. All right, this is the cabinet. We got lights, And you'll notice right away there's a monitor. That monitor is on an arm, so I can swing it out of the way. Got a printer, a place for blow molded cases, and some more of the Snap-on 14.4 lineup. Over here we've got a slide out cabinet with parts trays, right? Well, that's pretty handy. And then we've got our mini fridge. So that's the upper cabinet. There have been plans to maybe add something on this side. I don't know. Got a lot of stuff going on, right? Now our hutch. It's kind of a mess in here, so ignore that. Got a laptop. In here is the battery for the central locking system and a battery maintainer for that battery. Bluetooth speaker, whatever. We got to jam it in there, repair sticker. If you can find the time, go check out Joe's channel. He does a lot of repairs, a lot of around the home stuff, a lot of motorcycle stuff. It's a good channel. Check it out. So this hutch kind of, I've always said it needs to be organized, and I've never gotten to where I want to be with it. So it's kind of a work in progress. So much so that I don't want to look at it right now. I added this lip to the front of the cabinet, right? And I got lights underneath it. Those lights shine all the way down and illuminate these drawers. And I'm going to turn that light off for a second. You can see the difference. It really lights them up. So we got our screwdriver drawer here, right? We got our pliers drawer. We're getting too deep over here. I'm getting nervous. We've got our wrench drawer. Metric standard, thin. We've got a drawer that's kind of electrical. Got our meter, leads, electrical tools, camera, tack, power probe, terminal removal thing, wire terminal toolkit, feeler gauges, carb adjusting tools, thermometer, trailer cleaning, power probe soldering, all that kind of stuff. This drawer is a mess, so you're not going to look in there. Moving up to the 26, whatever. I got stuff in here. I got some hammers, and I got some picks and whatever. No big deal. I got my 3/4 inch drive tools. And you might be wondering, well, what does a chainsaw mechanic need 3/4 inch stuff for? I got all these 3/4 inch sockets. Well, we're a rental shop, so I might have to, change a ball on a trailer or something. I use that stuff. This is my 1/2 inch sockets. These are my 1/4 inch sockets. And this is the 3/8 sockets. So there's not a whole lot of room left in here, but there doesn't need to be because I got everything I need on that. We know this one's screwdrivers, right? We looked at that. Did I already look at this drawer? Pliers? I think we've been through this whole line already. I got lost. We're on this side. 3/4 inch personal crap. So if I hose myself down with gasoline, I get a little bit of Old Spice body spray. Kind of a crappity crap drawer. I got the ice pick, meat pick, I don't know what it is. Puller, oil filter wrenches, seal pullers. Battery tools, brushes. Looks like there's a tire gauge in there, safety wire. punches, chisels, left-handed drill bits, easy outs, punch, file, scrapers, seal puller, things like that. Another crap drawer because it's on the bottom. Air tools, like them, never get used. I probably use this tape more than I use anything else in this drawer. So that's this half of the 72. On the side cabinet, we have, snap ring pliers and a few other blow molded cases and tools and junk. It's not very well organized in here. You notice the lighting's pretty good though. There's a proximity sensor right here that this little piece of angle would go underneath, and when I close the door it shuts off the light. I got my snacks, drill bits, welding stuff. Over on this end I have a Colt rack that consists of old Craftsman nut drivers that I welded on there. And what else? We got a bumper down here. We got a running board. I can stand on that running board, and then I can reach all the way up here to the back, right? Can't do that from the ground without the running board. That running board also works well when I'm sitting here on a stool. Let me put my feet up here. Pull this countertop out. I'll set you down right here. I got the countertop out. Here's my monitor. It's actually on a slide. So I can sit right here. Got the monitor. I got my office supply crap, right? Pen, scissors, stapler. I do a lot of work right here on this tabletop. So what do we got on this side? We have ball head X, chopsticks, Q-tips, metric tape measure, feeler gauges, magnifying glass. Just stuff that needs a home. Crowfoot, stubby, ratcheting, adjustable. Battery drawer. So this didn't come with the box. I had to make this. And I got a track in here that runs the power out the back of the box. Got some different chargers in here. This works out really well. And then the only other drawer that you didn't see yet is this one underneath. Where's the handle? There it is. So this is just a big wooden drawer with some wheels, right? And inside, well, I'm hoarding white rags because I use these things for the workbench over there when I'm working on chainsaws. But there's some other stuff in here, some manuals and paperwork that I need to keep. So that's just like adding a whole nother drawer to the toolbox right there. It doesn't lock, but what's the worst thing that's going to happen? Someone's going to steal a towel. So that's all I got for you on Big Ass Toolbox 3-year update. Thanks for watching. Later.